All right. Can you guys hear us and see us?
It's hard to hear me when I'm not saying anything.
All right, give me 1 second here. Let me let's check over here. Okay, good.
Oh.
All right. Let's see who all's here so
Let's
far.
see who's
First
here.
off, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let's see if I can get this thing to work right.
Woo! You did.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
All right, so Ashley's in here. Hello, Ashley. Hello,
Hi,
PJ's
Ashley.
Homestead. P&J's Homestead, sorry. And there's Clint. How you doing, Clint? And there's 1968 Sourdough. Good to see you in here, my friend. There's Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. With the horses.
Yeah. And there's Panhandle Off-Road Ranch, MP. Ah! Those that don't know, MP, if I remember right, is in the Netherlands. So he or she is way up late.
Oh, it's
like,
the middle of the night where
that's
you
like
are.
2 a.m. where they are. Thank you
my.
for being here. I appreciate that.
Yes. Wow.
And there's Built on a Rock Homestead. Good to see you in here.
Nice.
Happy Chappy. Clayton Ryder. Danielle, it works. It's from Max. I don't know if PCs do it or not.
What, the sprinkles?
And there's Sandy Sam. AK Dog Mom. Railroad Mike. Lisa Campbell. Hello, Lisa. How's Michigan doing? MP says, Happy New Year from Madeline. And there's Monica. Good to see you in here, Monica. 63 clocks. Ashley is dropping links. Thank you, Ashley. And there's Ruby from Rushing Wind. And I think I'm actually caught up. Cold and snow. No snow in Michigan.
Snow. Oh, I'm so
It's
sorry.
been a really weird weather pattern this year. Hey, there's Matt AK. How you doing, Matt? Good
Hi,
to see you
Matt.
in here, buddy. Yeah, we found that there's a lot of different things we can do with the Mac now that I just did an update on. I can go like this and tells you give a thumbs up. Let's see if I can do the other one here. And there's hearts.
It's darling.
I actually learned that from Jesse from Lazy Days Off Grid. And there's Miss Alone. Happy New Year,
Hi,
Miss
Alone.
Alone.
Happy New
Let's see if we can
Year.
give her. There we go.
Yay.
Let's see. Ashley says hello, everybody else. Busy dropping links.
Thank you for that, Ashley.
Appreciate that, Ashley.
Very much.
Well, I hope you all had an uneventful New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
We didn't do a whole lot last night. We sat around. We had a nice meal and had a little cocktail, and then we went to sleep.
We woke up just
11:30.
about 11:30, and then we crawled around and went to bed.
Yeah, we decided just to kick back on the couch and watch a movie that neither one of us finished.
Nope.
We
No
both
idea.
dozed off and got up and went to bed.
Mhm.
Everybody's greeting one another. Everybody's greeting Alone.
Good.
And Mike. So, hopefully this coming year treats everybody really well. Hang on, I got to turn that light off over my shoulder. I'll be right back.
Okay. What light is it? Oh, it's my reading light. Sorry about that, because I've been reading.
There we go. Hopefully this coming year treats everybody well. Last year was good.
Last year was
Hopefully
good.
this 2024 is going to be even better for all of us.
Yeah.
It's looking to be like it's going to be pretty decent.
Yeah.
We've got a number of plans for friends and family coming up.
Yep.
We will have the Airbnb up and going here very shortly. I actually had another inquiry for February. So it's kind of nice about that. And it's Scott from Rambling with the Brums. Good to see you here, Scott. Brooms. Sorry, I always missay your name, Scott. Don't shoot me. We got a lot of projects coming up this summer. Not major projects, just small projects we want to do to change how things are done here on the property. Currently, we have a four-wheeler hidden in one place. We have another four-wheeler covered with a tarp. It's underneath 3 feet of snow.
Yes.
The side-by-sides underneath the lean-to side of the mechanical building. And we want to just build basically a garage we can just pull each machine into, and they'll have their own little bay. So that's one of the projects we get coming up. New roof on the trapper cabin, and maybe partial roof on the cabin itself.
Yeah.
And then just finishing off odds and ends here in this house. A lot of that's going to get done over the winter time. We're going to be ordering some stuff to work on all that here over the next week or so. We will be having a fuel truck coming up here soon, hopefully really soon.
Yeah.
We're down to about 60 gallons of gasoline for the generators. So there's not a whole lot of snow machine riding going on right now until I have that fuel drums up here. And I know we're going to be okay for a few months. We go through about 5 gallons of gasoline a week right now. The gasoline generators are not very efficient. The Yanmar is not hooked up over to this house, and I had a problem with it. I had some blow by where we were running it last week, and all of a sudden it acted weird and shut down, and I went inside and it had spit up a lot of oil.
Luckily, we were right there close.
It spit up the oil out of an area that it normally would not come out of. So I've got to dig into it and look at it to figure out what is going on with it. Being a Yanmar, I have talked to a couple of friends, and I am pretty familiar with the Yanmar engines, just not the single cylinder air cooled ones. I'm used to 2-cylinder above water cooled that are in boats. It's all the same premise, except for it's got a governor system and a slide throttle system. So I just got to figure out that part of it. And that's kind of the issue with it. So we'll see. But other than that, we plan on traveling a little bit this year. We want to take off the first part of May and go see Alaska a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't seen much. I've seen even, well, maybe not less because Rob goes to the same places when he goes into town. But I don't get off the property much. I'm the keeper of the fires, the home fires, which I like.
Sandy says, I ordered a chicken and an egg online. I will let you know which one comes first.
Yes, do let us know.
Clint says it's all nuts and bolts. Yes, that it is, Clint. Where the oil was coming out, Clint, was around the high pressure injector pump for the diesel engine. So I got to get into it and see what's going on with it. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, the generator I like gets plugged into the house, and we have a little remote hanging on the on one of the racks in the pantry, and I can work that one.
Yeah, we're actually contemplating ordering a military surplus generator over the summertime and getting it hooked in up here and having an auto start put on. So basically, we just got to make sure it stays with oil, clean filters, and diesel, and we won't really have to mess with it anymore.
It'd be pretty good. Well, it's pretty good anyway now. So
hi, Ira. Good to see you in here.
Hi.
Says, oops, clicked on the wrong one.
Oh no.
Happiest of New Year's to everyone from Mom, Lorraine, and I. Well,
oh, nice.
I hope you and Mom are doing good.
Yes.
And I lost where I was. There we go. Okay. See, Monica says our New Year was horrible. Kids with pew-pews. So sad. All I can say is I had to spend it without my husband.
Oh, no.
At the stroke of midnight. All hell broke loose. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, no.
That's not good at all.
Not a good way to start. Well,
a
year.
It's a lot of people don't take other people into consideration. Were they shooting at each other, or were they just shooting the guns in the air is the question. Hopefully they're just shooting it into the air, not shooting it at each other.
Wow.
See, Monica says, bad kids, man. They somehow think guns are toys. Yeah, no.
Oh gosh.
Guns are not toys.
Not toys. Not toys at all.
You know, a lot of people don't take into other people that might have PTSD, things like that, or animals even.
Oh,
and they just get stupid with either guns or fireworks on the holidays, and it's just silly.
Yeah, Zeus would hide in the bathroom for 2 weeks or
Yeah.
more after fireworks. So he's much happier up here where there are no fireworks.
Right. Ashley says, come on, is that Jenny a dual fuel diesel or in gas? No, the Yanmar is just straight diesel. They don't make well, not that I know of, a generator that'll cross between gas and diesel. Usually if you have a dual fuel, it's going to be gas and propane. Monica says, we are safe. I caught it all on camera. Well, the actual sounds. Yeah, either way, it's not good. That is not good. Danielle says, what are drinking tonight, Sarah? She's having her
My Manhattan, but we're out of cherries, so it's not very red. And it's a little tinier.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley, I don't know. The one I've been looking at, it just says it is diesel. I don't know if it's going to be able to use gasoline or not.
Diesel's cheaper for us.
Yeah, we can get diesel cheaper. The more we
Yeah.
buy, the cheaper we can get the
Right,
diesel.
yeah.
It's actually H2, which is heating fuel, which is basically diesel up here. Might have to add a little bit of kerosene in the wintertime to keep it a little thinner, but that's about it. Unfortunately, my husband had to run out to save the day, his job.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well,
Hope he was safe. Very scary stuff.
yeah, I don't like all
Kids
that.
don't know anything.
I'm clicking on the wrong ones. I'm sorry. Mike says, that's too bad. Sounds like those kids were not taught by a responsible adult how to treat farms. Yeah, most kids are not. P&J says, cheers, Sarah. Hey, Billy, good to see you in here, Billy. Says hi to everybody as well. There's Robert Bartman. Good to see you in here, Robert. Happy New Year's. New Year, Sarah and Rob. Love the Christmas video. Making the snow angels was a riot. Yeah, it was. What the part that didn't get caught on tape, it was too fuzzy, was Zeus being funny.
Oh gosh,
I mean,
he was a scream.
He was jumping all over me, wanting to wrestle. It was hilarious, and I couldn't stop cracking up. I wish it would have got caught on the camera. Unfortunately, the GoPro is just, I'm not happy with it at all.
Yes, this was funny. It made the later parts of the parts that did show, it made them look very tame.
Yeah.
in relationship to what he was doing earlier.
Right.
He's a hoot.
Hang on. I meant to click on this one here. All right. Clint says, have you been seeing any more critters lately? Not directly.
No.
We had the wolf pack go through the area over the last 2 days. They were down closer to the other cabin down the trail than they were here. But when I was out running around today getting some wood, I did see a number of fox tracks. I believe was a lynx track, and probably about a half dozen martens, but they're staying down that way. They're not coming up this way, fortunately. Unfortunately for me, because I want the furs, but
the furs. Well,
but they're staying a little ways away, and that's a kind of a good thing.
It is. I think we're beginning to have quite a presence in the area, and it keeps the animals that we don't want
a little farther
away.
The bears don't care. They'll just walk up. The black bears, the brown bears don't come up the hill at all, but the black bears, they get nosy and they want to know what's going on and stuff like that. So hopefully they stay away. Panhandle says, try Power Service Anti-Gel. I use it in my semi. Good to know. Let's see what Mike's saying. It says, I know someone who deals with military surplus equipment. Let me know what specs you need, and I'll see if he can help. I appreciate that, Mike. I'll send you a text after the live sometime, Mike.
Great.
And if you guys have a question, give a couple thumbs up so I make sure I see it, and I'll answer your questions. I'm made a new habit of kind of skipping over everybody, chatting back and forth, so it makes it flow and I don't get caught up or get behind. I want to be caught up. I don't want to be behind on the chat. Let's see. Monica says, kids are definitely different today. Absolutely no respect for life. But on a happy note, we are all good. Good. So that's important.
So good.
Everybody's greeting one another. Right. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. No, that's not what I wanted. Boy, this thing's bouncing all over the place on me. I'm sorry, guys. That's what I want right there. I hit the little mouse and it goes zing. Ashley says, I know some of the old military stuff would use both. I also have a large military one. Mine runs on gas. Not sure if it will run on diesel. Interesting. Billy Robert says the dog was so funny, just like a kid. Oh, he
Yeah,
is. He's
he is.
very
He's
much
just
like a
like a
kid.
kid.
Okay, he's laying out on the carpet on the carpet behind the couch right now. And Monica says, "Oh, Rob and Sarah, we have 99 subscribers now. Only
Yay.
401 to go. Yay!" We've actually got a big jump recently. We're at 781 is what is showing on my YouTube side on the studio, and we are well over 3,000 watch hours now. So it's kind of nice.
Yay! I'm tickled.
We're getting closer and closer to the big thing, monetization.
That'll be nice.
63 Cluck says, "Hi, Monica. Please take care. Glad you're safe."
Yes.
Yep, we all are.
Yes.
Okay.
I can almost read these ones.
What are you? Not sure what you mean, MP. If I missed something, let me know. And they're saying congrats to Monica.
Yes.
Happy we hit the 352 today. We're headed in the right direction, right? If we're all going up, we're doing all right.
Going up is good.
And I know not everybody in here is a YouTuber, so.
Well, that's fine too.
And there's Miss Brun. Good to see you, Miss Brun. Happy New Year.
Yes. I still can't read that far. But when you put it over here, I can almost read it if I peer.
Right.
I'm going to get my glasses. I'm going to get my eyes checked this summer. And then, because I broke them.
Sorry, what are you eating tonight? Just curious. We've got zucchini.
Chicken,
we've got to finish off. Zucchini, corn, rice, and I'll probably throw some black eyed beans in there too.
Well, that's a classic
New Year's thing. Yep.
Yeah. Lentils.
She's not a bean person. I love my beans.
Beans not. He can have all the beans he wants.
Yep. And Monica says, I've decided that once a week, all the channels that I'm subscribed to, I'm going to share their channel on one at a time once a week. You have helped me. I want to find that back. I can in any way. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I talk a lot, and sometimes I just get tangled up reading.
That's a nice thing to do, though. Monica was.
Yes. It's very kind of you, Monica.
Exactly.
And I'm going to start doing the same thing for a number of other people too. I'm trying to figure out what that is there. Connection is unstable. Huh. That's weird. It's good on top of my screen. It's got a little like a Wi-Fi thing, and it's showing that it was unstable. It's unusual. Bron says, hello, everyone. Lovely start to the new year with you all.
Thank you, Bron.
And there's Brook Trout. Good to see you, Brook Trout. Happy New Year.
Great.
And Sandy says, Rob, why couldn't the sailor learn the alphabet? Because Rob's always lost it at sea.
Always lost at sea. That's cute.
You're too funny.
Wait
a minute, where's the other jokesters tonight? There's no Ed tonight. And it's Paralife TV. Good to see you in here. I haven't seen you in a little while. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, you need to. He's an amazing person. Everybody's greeting one another.
Nice.
Monica says, I'm so happy for you, Rob and Sarah. Well, thank you. We're happy for you too. Like, again, if you have any questions, make sure you give me a thumbs up, with the question, like this. See, there it is. I'm just trying to get caught up here a little bit, then we'll do a little bit more talking. And Happy Chappy says, big fans of the live feeds. What a great idea.
Yeah.
We enjoy it. You know,
Mhm.
when we first started doing it, we didn't know what to expect and how well it was going to do. And then, the first 3 or 4 lives, we only had maybe 5, 10 people in here.
Mhm.
And then it started taking off. And now we average around 40 people in here. The only time it's been better was the one we did on Christmas Day when we had a whole bunch of people in here
That
from the
was a
multiple
hoot.
channels.
Yeah.
And that was a blast.
That was way fun. That was a party.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
Mhm.
With Miss Alone and Adam and Phyllis from Let's Cut the Cord, the Reeve and Crystal, Mr. Reeve and Crystal from Flat Tire Farm, and Dave and Angie
Yep.
from
That was
it Our Simple Life?
I think so. I think that's
God.
the name of it.
I believe that's the name of it. It was a blast. We had
We
fun.
had a ball.
Everybody's saying congratulations.
It's kind of like having company, which is pretty darn unusual up here.
Mhm. I'm just trying to skip over all the greetings. And his cordless tool says, "Good evening, you fine couple of people."
Sweet. Sweet.
I'm gonna. He said it's All Abilities Homestead. Happy New Year to you too. I think you're new here. I don't recognize your name. Happy Chappy says, "Back to work next week. I got to make most of this live stream, right?"
Ah.
We're always working though. We've
Yeah,
been
but
trying to take weekends off, but it doesn't always seem to work.
it doesn't always
out.
work, and sometimes it's boring anyway. So
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
we
not one to
keep-
sit around.
he's not a good sitter.
I don't sit very well. Brun says, "I'm driving to mother-in-law's for lunch, so I'm listening in the car." Well, drive safely,
Drive
Brun,
safely,
please.
Brun, yeah. Mm-hmm.
PJ says, "Monica was amazing today. She started our channel. Great
She
surprise."
shared.
Or she
Mhm.
shared our channel.
Oh, how nice.
I think I might need to get glasses.
You might.
I need to get my eyes checked again.
You'll see me peering like this.
And Monica says, "I'm sorry, LOL. I wanted to say I wanted to help out all of you in any way. Not a problem."
Yes. Nice. So
Everybody's
sweet.
greeting one another, and Ashley's dropping links.
Thank you, Ashley.
Robert Bartman says, "How do you find the train schedule? Find out the train schedule. Is it on Facebook, or do you have them to hand out when you meet the train?" Actually, give me a second. I thought I had it here. I can drop a link so people can actually see what the train schedule is. I know I had it here recently. And of course, now I'm not going to be able to find it. I will post a link. They actually, if you go to the Alaskan Railroad website and click on schedule, wintertime, you're going to want to look under the winter aurora train, as well as the hurricane turn train, because that is the one that comes up on the first Thursday of every month, which is the one I'm going out on this coming Thursday.
Right.
I've got to run down. Go ahead.
You come back on Saturday.
I've got to run into town, grab a few odds and ends, things like that. There's a very large possibility for me to be interviewing the owners of the Alaskan Dog Center and possibly going for a mushing sled ride.
That's almost enough to make me want to go to town. I like the dogs, but I got to stay here, one, with my own dog and with the fire.
Yep. Alaska says to Happy Chappy, "Boo, going back to work. Hopefully you've enjoyed your time off, right?"
Yeah. Oh.
Mike says, I don't know how to pull thumbs on the chat here. You were starting to say y'all wanted to see Alaska. Where do you want to go?" We actually, we want to go down to the Kenai. Yep. Sarah we both have a favorite potter down there that makes a lot of nice stuff that we want to go down and see her studio. And then, check out the Kenai, of course. And I've been talking a lot with Sean in Alaska, and we want to go fishing sometime in July. So I'll go down there to the Funny River area and see Sean and go fishing with him. We would love also to be able to go up into Denali Park and up towards Fairbanks, and possibly over towards was it Chickaloon, maybe all the way to Glen Allen. It depends on what kind of time we got. If we can schedule off the time, or if we can find somebody to come up and babysit the chickens and Zeus, because make it easier with
it'd be a lot easier without a big Zeus.
We'd actually like to take 2 weeks and just do the loop.
from here up through Denali Park and into
Fairbanks,
Fairbanks,
then
and
down
then
the-
around by
what is it, the
North Pole, and
Richardson
then
Highway, I
on
think it
down.
is?
I think it's Richardson. I'm not
Yeah.
positive, but yeah, on down there.
So we want to see a little
So
bit.
that'd be 2 full trips.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get to do 2 this summer.
No, we'll probably
Just
wind up going
one.
out to the Kenai,
Yeah.
and then maybe going up into Denali, and then maybe going out towards Glen Allen area.
Mhm.
And that's aside from fishing trips that we might have planned with Adam and
Adam and
Phyllis.
Phyllis, yeah. Pardon me. Mhm.
Let's see. Hey, Amy Curry, Happy New Year.
Amy Curry, yep.
No, I'm not singing for you. Open mic is if other YouTube channels want to pop up and chat for a few minutes. And if you do, I will drop a link in a few minutes and, start having people come up. I know Danielle will probably come up if she's still in here. Danielle has been a friend of mine since the 5th grade.
Right.
And she
Yeah.
does some amazing things with her
Draft horses
horses that she rescues.
Mhm.
Let's see. And if I'm missing questions, just make sure you give a thumbs up and I will get your question. If you can, give a thumbs up. If not, just, type out our name.
Mhm.
Sandy says, I really want to know what Alone in Remote Alaska and you, wonderful people as well. Why not get a cistern? We have a cistern here.
Well, yeah, it's 2 kind of.
It's a still
Tub-
cistern. It's under
yeah,
the house.
basically. Yeah,
We
under the house.
have a 420 grains or 210 grain gallon
Gallon,
cisterns. There's 2 of them underneath the house,
And
we
they're
might
hooked
actually,
together.
yeah, they're
so they flow
right.
together.
And we might actually add a 3rd one. I have a 300-gallon water bladder upstairs in a box that I might stick under there. Well, I don't know yet.
Mhm.
All right, somebody just came into
We'll see how
the
this-
cellar down there. I'll bring you up here in a minute, Danny.
Yeah, we'll see how this winter goes. So far, so good. We had a little bit of a freeze at first, but we put a fan system in.
Well, the freeze wasn't caused by the fan. We had a critter get underneath and knock one of the
Right.
installation panels loose.
That was
And it took me about 3 days to figure out what it was. I thought it was just because it was cold. No,
yeah, no.
a critter get on there. But right now, well, the other day when we were down to -10, the house was underneath the house was still 37 degrees. So it was all good. And I'm going to
Mhm.
make that whole area smaller for next
Mhm.
year. So it'll actually keep
Be
it a little,
easier to
little
keep.
warmer in that area.
And it's not necessarily the water that's in storage that freezes, because that's a huge bunch of water, but the pipes going out.
So
that-
far, though,
and-
the drains going out to the crib septic has been working.
They've been
really
working
good.
very well.
Yep.
Mhm.
And P&J says, hit the thumbs up button. Yes, please do.
Thank
That does help us
you.
with the algorithm with YouTube. It gets us out there a little bit more. And there's Susan Gotchi. Good to see you. She says, hello, Rob and Sarah.
Hi, Susan.
Everybody's greeting Susan, and Susan's
Nice.
greeting everybody else and saying Happy New Year.
Yep.
And Clock 63 Clock says, agreed, the Christmas live was fun. And
It
thanks for
was.
so much, all who joined. Yep.
It was
Exactly. We
fun.
had a blast. And there's a lone thumbs up. It says, Sandy, I definitely plan my getting a cistern after all.
Mhm.
Pole barn. I get the pole barn. But oh, you're doing a pole
Yeah.
barn.
Oh, that's a good
You're letting
idea.
things out. You're probably not wanting to.
Ooh.
But the cistern, it should be fairly easy to do alone. You could actually put a good sized bladder down in your basement
Mhm.
and have it pinned in. So if it ever leaks, it contains it. And if done right, it should not freeze downstairs. We can talk more
Right.
about it
Yeah.
sometime.
Yeah.
I can explain how to do that for you. So it'll work really well downstairs.
I had a cistern in a house in Pennsylvania once, these many years ago. And the truck came and filled it up whenever we
Yeah.
called.
I'm the truck.
No, that was a different truck.
I'm talking now.
Now you're the truck.
We have
Mhm.
the creek is not that far from the front of the new house
Mhm.
or the cabin.
Mhm.
So this summer I'm going to be or the spring I'm going to be ordering a 1500 watt. I think it's like a 3/4 horse well pump.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna dig out an area down in the creek and put in a drum down there, plastic drum that's gonna be lined so it filters out any debris.
Mhm.
And I'll be able to a cord that comes up to about the outhouse and basically go over there with the generator, start it up and have it pump up. And that'll give us, I should be able to get all the tanks filled around this property in about 3 hours. And that's including the 420 under the house here, the 300 gallons in the cabin. Plus I have 275 gallon ICB totes. So that well pump I'm looking at does about 35 gallons an hour or a minute. So I should be able to get everything filled up pretty quickly, and also use it in an emergency if there is ever the chance of a fire up here. I can use that to hose things down and get it wet.
Well, the other thing we've talked about is putting the ICB, I can never remember the totes under the eaves and put an eave.
Yes, we will be doing that
thing. So that will fill it right up with rain.
But you never guaranteed rain.
No.
Though the last 2 years have been horribly wet.
Right. Yes.
Let's see here.
June and July. When John was here, it wasn't that wet.
No, it was really nice in the late last part of July. This past year was pretty nice. When Hogan was up here, he had beautiful weather for it.
Really nice.
MP says, "You're such a nice people. I'm new here, but I'm very impressed about your channel." Well, thank you. We appreciate that. We really enjoy that. And there's a lot more videos going to be coming out.
Yep. He's the video man. I'm illiterate.
She's not.
Well, I can read, but I can't computer.
She's computer illiterate.
I'm computer illiterate.
P&J says, "How's the snow pole?" It hasn't really changed. Well, I have a video going to be coming out in the next day or so, a short that I've got to finish putting together from the last snow we had. We went up over 3 foot and then we're back down to 3 foot. It settles quickly here.
Yeah. When I bring snow in to melt on the back of the stove for water to put in the cisterns, I hit just below knee high, and it is ice. And I can't do it. I can't dig it with my plastic shovel. I have to get it.
Yeah. Let me get through some of these comments real quick, because there's somebody down in the basement wanting to come in here. P&J says, oh, we already answered that about the snow pole. Billy says, "These lives are great way to meet up with friends." Yes. And that's why we enjoy so much, because we're meeting people like you guys, and we sit here and we can interact a lot better than we can with a regular video.
Oh yeah.
You know, we can only say so much in comments, you know, it's just easier to interact with one another.
And we don't have company.
Right. No, very rarely do we get company. Danielle says, "I agree. I'm enjoying the live feeds. It's nice to have that one-on-one chat with the viewers." Yes, very much so.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, 63 Clock says, "Curmudge, really beautiful silent stream cam that you have been posting. Love seeing the Denali in the distance." Yeah, and beautiful. As soon as I can get my hands on a better camera, the view out there will be getting much better.
I never tire of it.
Nope, nor do I. Never. I still come downstairs and I look out there and it's just like, wow. Monica says, "Hey Rob, have you decided if you're gonna try to make a hot tub heated with the firewood?" It's already out there.
It's out there.
That was in a couple of
It's buried under snow now.
That's what we melt the snow water with. That's our hot tub.
It is.
And see, Alone says, "To Billy, I love that I have made such great friends from my YouTube channel and these live streams. Happy to be part of such a great group of people." Yes, we fully agree with that.
Oh, hugely.
Not just the YouTubers we've met via, doing the videos, but other people we've met. It's been a blessing. The people are amazing.
Recontact with your friend from 5th grade.
Yeah.
I mean, you were not in contact with her for a while.
Well, we on Facebook occasionally.
Yeah.
Let's see. Susan says, "Sarah, you look beautiful. Love your hair."
Oh, thank you. Who says that?
That's Susan Gotchi.
Susan, thank you.
I'm assuming sending.
It's
hey,
all natural now.
There's Arlen. Good to see you in here, Arlen. Good evening, Rob and Sarah, and all in the chat. Just listening in. Not a problem, my friend. You're
sure.
Here.
Glad to have you listening.
Ari Smith. Good to see you in here, Ari Smith. I think you're new here. Monica says, "Hello, anyone I missed. Happy New Year."
Yay.
I might be close to being caught up. And there's Gary from Enigmatic Glitchin. Good to see you.
Hi,
here,
Gary.
Hey, Gary, before I forget, hopefully you're still here.
What? Ooh, he got Christmas surprises. Yay!
That's what Sarah got me for a couple of things. Sarah got me for Christmas, Gary.
And with the wolf tracks, he has seen like today and yesterday.
Yep, the last few days.
Yeah, last few days. I asked if they were big enough, and he thinks they are.
They might be. Gary be able to tell.
Yeah.
Malone says, remember to give a thumbs up. Thank you, Malone.
Thanks, hello.
Like this.
This is so funny.
All right. I think I'm pretty much caught up. I'm not seeing any questions. If I'm missing any questions, let me know, and I will get your question answered. Actually, I just seen one here. MP says, it's funny, the train has the same colors as our train here.
Yay,
blue and yellow. I love the
yeah.
train.
We
With
love
all the
the
lights.
train.
Yes.
Oh, it's wonderful with the Christmas lights. But we love it anyway because it's our transportation in and out.
Oh, All Abilities Homestead is their homestead is in Chickaloon. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. I'll have to Ashley, make sure you drop their link if you don't have videos up, you probably won't have a link, but make sure when you start posting, make sure you notify us so we can start following you. Everybody's reminded, thumbs up. All right. Well, I'm going to bring somebody up here real quick, and I'm just going to cruise through the chats while Danielle's up here and let her talk real quick. And those that don't know, Danielle and I have been friends since the 5th grade. And we lost contact for a while. Then we get back in contact, and we talk on Facebook and on YouTube quite often. I attend her lives. She attends our lives. And I appreciate everything this girl does. And you have to check out her channel. Hey, Kelly.
Oh, hey, thank you for the intro.
Yay.
No problem, Danielle.
That was a great intro. I appreciate it.
So tell everybody what you do, Danielle.
So I'm in North Carolina, and I run a small horse rescue for draft horses. We have a we're a small nonprofit, so we started rescuing horses using our own funds first, and then we just kind of grew into a nonprofit corporation for North Carolina, and we rescue them from slaughter pipelines or from the auctions. We retrain them from work horses to riding horses.
Nice.
So yeah.
Very
I didn't
good.
know
about the retraining part. That's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our
Trails?
latest, the latest one that we have that our viewers on our channel actually saved him from slaughter up in Ohio. He literally had a government slaughter tag on him.
Oh my gosh.
So he doesn't know forward quite so well. I think he was an Amish horse and he knows how to back up, and that's about it at the moment.
Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, there's on technology. Good to see you here onto it. From alone. I have a couple ideas I'll explain to you another time on that. So
sorry, Danielle.
how long have you been in the Carolinas now, Danielle?
Oh God. I think I've been here for like 20 years now. Something like that. I moved down here. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time. You were still doing your tea business in Florida when I moved down here.
Well, that was only about, actually, I think it's about 13, 14 years ago, maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah, time flies. We're all getting old.
Yeah.
Some of us are older than others.
Well, I'm not blonde anymore, so I'm kind of trying to hide it.
Go natural.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been strange that, we've known each other since we were little, and, your friends are still my friends, and we kind of all went our separate ways, and now we're kind of back together as we're older. It's cool.
That's nice.
And there's a lot of us that never left Derry.
I know.
It's crazy because it wasn't a bad town when we've grown up. I think when I left when I was 18, I think Derry only had like 8,000 or 9,000 people in it, and now it's like the 3rd largest city in the state.
Yeah,
it's insane. It became a bedroom community for Massachusetts.
Yes, exactly. It is. Yep. High
Why, I
60s
don't know,
clocks.
because our assessment tax, not our property taxes, are through the roof. I mean, my dad still got the original farm down off Island Pond Road, and his property taxes on, I think he's got 18 acres left there. So with an ag tag is like 15 grand a year still.
Outrageous. That's worse than upstate New York.
Yeah.
Wow.
Horrible.
It's insane. I don't know how he does it. I mean, I think he just turned 91 this year or last year.
Mhm.
You know?
So
I don't know
Sarah,
how
you're stuck with him for a while. He's got old genes.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So 63 clocks is apparently in Tennessee. I see that here. Hi.
Oh, very
cool.
good.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. My husband's from Tennessee. He's from Sevierville. Some people call it Sevierville, but it's Sevierville, like you have a piece of cake in your mouth.
Right. I'm trying to remember what Sevierville is. To see, my mom's side of the family is from Pikeville.
Okay. Oh, North Carolina.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Sevierville is right outside of Pigeon Forge.
Okay.
Yeah, pig on forgay,
Yeah.
as they say.
Right.
But
give me 1 second, Sandy. I will send you an email about your cistern freezing. I have a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
So when you get a chance, Sandy, drop me an email with how you have it set up. If you have a couple photos, send me a couple photos, and see if we get it straightened out.
Right. He's good at that. He can help.
All right, sorry, Danielle. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm looking at the comments too.
Wait a minute, where's trouble tonight? Where's the husband?
Husband is a master mason, and he is at another lodge doing some master mason thing. I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't know. It's a secret society type thing. I don't know.
Yep. That's all you know.
You guys have been married for how long now?
16 years now.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, too long.
Oh, hopefully you didn't hear that.
No, he knows. I haven't killed him yet. The arsenic is not working.
you guys get along really good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I watch you guys' interactions on your videos and your lives and your shorts when you guys are traveling around to rescue the horses, and you guys get along really, really good, and it's good to see that.
Yeah, we're kind of like you guys. We poke at each other every once in a while, and it keeps things fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah and I tease each other constantly, but it's in a fun way. Like our neighbor Mac that bought the place down the trail from us. He came up here one day and she was just giving me hell about something playfully. And I just looked at her and said, "Shut your pie hole." And he's like, and I looked at him and said, "No, this is play. We're goofing." We both started cracking up, and he's like white as a ghost. And it's like, no, Mac, it's okay. This is just us being good. When you only get two people out here from miles,
have to be lighthearted.
You got to be lighthearted. I mean, in the years we've been together, I think we've had two disagreements, and it lasted 5 minutes.
Not long.
Oh, nice.
You know,
You've had
we sit down and discuss it.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, any relationship, if you're in a good relationship, you sit down and discuss an issue.
Right.
You don't go to bed mad.
No.
I mean, it's just my mentality. It's how it should be done.
Yeah. And there's a lot of nothing in Alaska, so a lot of places to hide a body.
Let's see. Iris says, "I'm so impressed with your lifestyle. I take it. I'm in adoration. Your survival skills. I do not have food enough health to deal with Alaska elements, so it's nice to view." You have to be ready to be able to handle anything.
You
up
do.
here.
You do. You have to be kind of. You have to think ahead. Plan ahead.
And it's kind of like with Danielle too, being on the farm, you know, she's going to be able to plan ahead. I mean, like in your live tonight, you were talking about, you know, making sure you get enough food for the horses.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Anybody wants to get the horses and understand how the feed and the cost breakdown, go watch the live she did tonight.
Right. She knows.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was difficult tonight. I always hate doing that, because then you just look at it and there's that real big picture right there, and you're like, does it really cost that much?
The short answer is yes.
Right?
Yes, it does. Yeah, yeah. Here's a hint for you guys on all of your viewers. Never get into a hobby that eats.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. I in a previous life, I had 100 dairy replacement heifers. Talk about pets who eat.
Yep.
Yeah, we had
And
two
we only
cats.
had, yeah, we had like 5 acres.
Yep.
So we were not growing hay. And I went to the granary. My job was going to the granary, and I went often.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I gotta see if that works. Does that work on mine?
yeah, I
I don't think it will. Do you have a Mac?
No, I'm on a HP.
No, that's a new thing for the Macs now. Hey, Adam and Phyllis, good to see you guys in here.
Hi guys.
And there's AK Froggy.
Yay.
AK Froggy, I actually met on Garden Like a Vikings chat the other day on his live. And he is down in
that was
Houston.
fun.
Yep. He's down in Houston area. And that was a great chat. If you guys haven't checked out Garden Like a Viking, you should. He's got multiple channels, and the information he gives out is pretty dang good.
Mhm. It was interesting.
Yep.
I
Very
listened
cool.
in the background. Yeah.
Cool.
So what are your plans for the future down there with the farm?
We've got plans to fence in the back 40, and we're gonna get some Jersey steers and raise them for meat.
Yep.
We've got 100 meat birds coming in March, so those will be good for the freezer. And we've got a couple of neighbors behind us. We've got 350 acres of farmland behind us. It's not ours, but on the other side of that, they come and they trade vegetables for chickens. So
Oh, good trade. Yeah.
That's a good trade.
Yeah. Good.
That's a really good trade. Now,
Yeah.
where do you, when you go into your deer stand, where is that on your property or somebody else's?
no, it's on my property. I hunt also, and I bow hunt all season long. And this year we only got 2, but there was a lot of other things going on around our property that chased the deer away, and it just wasn't very, very good this year. But I have some in my freezer, and I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a nice variety.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get a moose.
No, we did not get a moose.
I know where they're at though now. I mean, I've got 2 locations for next year that I'm going to be going into. I just got to get trails blazed to go up to the locations during the summertime. That I can get the side by side up, because I don't want to be tracking or trying to pack that down the hill. One of them behind us, about a quarter mile away, we have a hill that goes up about another 300 feet, and it's pretty steep. And try to pack down a moose would take me probably about 2 to 3 days to get it down. So I'm trying to, this summer, I'm going to try to blaze a trail up there to get the side by side up there, because it can go up because it's stepped. It gets up and then it goes up and up and up, and I should be able to finagle my way around. And last time when we were up there, I don't know if you saw it, if all you guys might have seen the photos I posted of Sarah next to a big rock.
Humongous rock.
Not far from that rock, I did find a spring coming out of the side of the hill. So I'm hoping I might be able to develop that spring to put water down here. Granted, it's going to take a lot of piping, but to have spring water flowing by the house
that would
be really nice.
Wonderful.
If it stays year round, because some springs can be seasonal.
Well, I will cross my
spring.
fingers for you guys.
Right?
Yeah,
But
I grew up with a spring.
When we were up there was signs of moose everywhere.
Oh, good.
And then there's an old fallen down cabin about another 3/4 of a mile from here. And every time I go up that way, there's always moose tracks all over the place.
Well, it's the alder too.
It's the alder. They like to get into the alder to eat.
The moose like the alder, and the alder like the water. So it's a lush area.
Yep.
Nice.
Lots of resources right there.
Yep.
Well, very cool. Well, I hope you get one next year then.
Nice. Fill the freezer. I'd rather have
Yes.
natural meat than going to the butcher shop and buying all the stuff that's been pumped full of chemicals.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
'Cause we were talking at first about going half cow and a pig,
Well,
but the prices up here are astronomical.
It's not easy to grow cows up
No, I'm talking about from the butcher shop, from the
Yeah.
places where they raise them. So yeah, it
Right,
is more
yeah.
expensive. Like
It is.
I talked with you on one of your lives about the price of hay,
Mhm.
and the prices up here is almost double what you pay down there in the Carolinas.
Right. I remember that. Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, crazy. Well, hey guys, I hate to jump. My battery on my laptop is gonna die. But
Go do
it
your
was
thing,
nice.
Danielle.
It was nice meeting all your subscribers, and I've told all of mine to jump over and learn about Alaska. So hopefully you'll get a couple subscribers out of this. I mean, I've got 4,000 I can share.
Right?
Yes.
We don't mind sharing all of our subs cross joining between all of us. It's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
We have
everybody has
interesting
different tastes.
people. Yeah.
And everybody
Yep.
has different things they like to watch.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, you have a great night. Have a happy New Year, and tell the hubby when he gets back. Tell him we said hi.
All right, I will, you guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome, Danielle. All right, so now I might be able to get back to some of the questions. It was
Right.
really good to see Danielle up here. All right, so if I missed any questions, give us a thumbs up, and I will get to your question.
Adam's out in the shop.
Yep,
working
Adam's
on
in the
something.
shop, and Phyllis is editing.
Right. So what's different about that? Adam's always working,
Yep,
and Phyllis is always working.
yep. Phyllis says to Rara, Mike, we're doing okay. Still waiting for it to warm up. What's your temperature down there,
yeah.
Phyllis?
What is it? We've had
We're
like-
sitting at 23.2 right now.
Right
So it's
now.
actually gone down a tenth of a degree since I posted this earlier.
Wow.
Everybody's greeting Adam and Phyllis. And Billy's saying thank you to Danielle for the important work that she does.
yes, it is important.
And
work,
some of the
guys.
horses I've seen her in the past get, they were so
Beautiful.
sickly looking. And by the time she was done with them, they looked amazing.
like real horses again.
Yep. And if you're not familiar with draft horses, they're big.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they tower over her. I think Monday, the one she just rescued is 17 hands,
that's-
17.2 hands,
Jeez, that's
which
a
is
tall horse.
tall.
That's a tall horse. I was interested to see that they're going to be riding horses.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
ride them.
They're big.
There was one of our neighbors had a Persian when I was a kid. We rode him a little bit.
Wow.
63 Cluck says hello to Danielle. Nice to meet you. Summerfield Farms draft horses, North Carolina is great state.
Yes.
We're across the way in Tennessee. Yep, I think she was
Yay.
reading that earlier, so I'm behind.
Excellent. Mhm.
And AK Froggy says, how are you able to bring fuel on the train? That has been an issue using it. We have to use the hurricane, the Tundra truck
Tundra
delivers the
truck,
fuel.
Yeah.
Um, we actually, Adam and Phyllis from Last Cut the Cord just dropped off
Take barrels.
4 drums for us over at
drums.
Newman's and Willow to have them filled, and they should be
Which is
filled
basically
now.
the gas station.
And once they're filled, they call the Alaskan Railroad Tundra truck, and they come and pick them up and then drag them up here. And then I'm responsible for the last mile getting them home.
Mhm.
And it is not cheap. It costs you a premium.
It does. Yeah.
So that's how we get it up here, past, on the flag stop. It has to come up on the Tundra truck. And AK Froggy, I think you said either you know somebody or you had something up this way before. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's probably our most expensive.
Yeah, getting
It's
fuel is
our
the biggest
most
expense here.
Yeah.
And we look at
getting the
it,
fuel up.
that's our utilities.
Yeah. Really.
It's our machinery, fuel, and our utilities. So
Right.
we don't look at it, when we order 4 drums, with delivery, it might be, $1,400 to have all, 200 gallons brought up here. But that's
But it
also with
lasts.
delivery.
Yeah,
And
with
that'll
delivery.
last us a while. But if you break that down over a 6-month time period and you break it down for fuel for vehicles and then fuel for generators, which is
Generators.
our back in Florida was FPL, Florida Power and Light.
Mhm.
That's our power system. So you have to look at it as a utility.
Mhm.
Now, once March gets here, chances are we won't be running the generators very much. It'll be back to solar.
Right.
The way it's going right now, if I can drop about 10 trees out south of the house here, I should be getting good power generation by late January,
Yeah, we didn't run a generator for
almost 3 months.
3 months last year at all.
Starting in March, right? It was
Yeah.
right on March 1st.
March, April, May. June and July were good too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't run the generators near as much last summer as we did the summer before, which was a really
Well, it
wet
was
summer.
rainy. It was incredibly rainy. Last year it was glorious.
And Amy Curry says, if I didn't have my RV park and lodge to run the summer busy season. I'd be there in a second.
Come
The
in
dog and
winter.
chicken sit. You're right. No, she's talking about coming up to dog and chicken sit for us. So we can go
Oh,
to town.
yeah. Boy, that would be nice. Yeah. The chickens are not much trouble. The dog.
Yeah, the dog's a handful.
He's lively. I think
As Sarah says, he's independent.
he's independent. He's not at all defiant. He's independent.
Yep.
Well, he's a working dog, working breed.
Yeah. On to what else she says to Clint. Only a few pay it here at the moment. I missed something, so sorry. And Susan Gotcha's
I'm all over the
laughing.
place. Good. We like laughing.
So went to store my taxes on my grocery bill was $20. I don't even want to talk about property tax. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
We won't even
That's
talk about our
one-
property taxes.
No. It's the opposite way.
MP says humor is very important in a marriage. Yes, it is.
It is indeed.
It is. We laugh at each other
All
more
the
times than
time.
not. You know, we're always
We're
giggling at each
silly.
other. But you know, we're not afraid to show emotions and laugh at each other or at ourselves, which
Yeah.
is usually what I do. Or if I do something like dumbass, what do you think you're doing? You know? It's not anything that's going to cause me bodily harm. It's
No.
just goofy things that
Just
I should know
goofiness.
better. Where I put something or how I do something. And I have no
I
problem
never
chastising
do
myself.
anything silly.
Let's see. Matt says you have to be more ready for Alaska than I was, bringing cash and snowblowers and Harbor Freight engines. Right.
Yeah.
Let me know if you bring any of those Harbor Freight engines.
Yeah.
When's the next time you're driving up here, Matt? I can fill your trailer. Monica, P&J to Monica. You're loved by many, my friend. Get your great YouTube community. Yes,
Yeah, it is.
definitely.
It's a great community. I
P&J
had no
says,
idea. This
Thanks to
existed.
Ashley, we appreciate you. And yes, Ashley, we do appreciate
We
you
do.
dropping links.
Absolutely. It's a big deal.
Yep.
Makes a difference to a lot of people.
Yes, it does. Billy says to Matt, I've started watching your video beginning with the first. I've been watching 3 to 4 now.
Good. Good.
On
Yep,
to it,
hi,
Ozzy.
Matt.
My
Matt,
neighbor
AK.
had to sell his dairy farm due to decade of hard times.
Yeah.
Just devastating. Yeah, that's
In
the farming
upstate New
community is
York, the
bad.
farming community was devastated in the 80s, I believe.
Yeah.
It was just, it went from on our road, we had 5 good farms when I was growing up, and now there's not a single farm on that whole road. Nothing. People
And-
can't afford to farm.
And it's the same way back in New Hampshire where
Yeah.
I'm from. There was, I think, 5 large farms,
Yeah.
including ours.
Yeah.
And I think we were like the second or third to go out. Number one,
Wow.
Dad worked full time, Mom worked part time in the summertime, and we worked as much as we could. We were little,
Mm-hmm.
but when they started going out, we went out pretty quick.
Yeah.
The acreage across the street from the house was sold off, turned into duplexes,
Oh, God.
and then further up the road became Nelson Farm Road, and it's full of houses now.
Yeah.
And the only property that's left is right at the house.
Yeah, that's all that's left now. My brother is the only one left on the farm property, and that's only 5 acres that he owns and the house and one little barn.
Yep.
And it was a 3-family enterprise when I was growing up, and we all lived extremely comfortably.
Yep.
And now couldn't be done.
Exactly. Monica says, I'll literally wake up all night watching everyone's content. LOL. I never sleep. Yeah, I'm the
yes.
same way. My hypothyroidism causes insomnia, so I don't sleep a whole lot myself.
I sleep a lot.
Yeah, she does. Let me see here. Matt says, I gathered that from the thumbnail of a later video. I'm hoping for the best for you, my friend. Yep.
Mhm.
anybody's catching up on people's videos. It's good to see.
Good.
I like when
good.
everybody
Every-
is, you know,
yeah.
checking out the other channels that are in our lives and other people's lives that we follow,
Mhm.
you know, and getting to know them with their content.
Yes. Nice.
Yep. And this isn't going to be a super long live tonight, guys. Adam and Phyllis will not be doing a
Not be
live tonight,
doing.
so there's no happy hour. So if you want happy hour, grab a drink.
Yep.
I believe they'll be back to their regular antics next week.
Good.
I hope so, at least.
Oh, I hope so.
Monica
They're a
says,
hoot.
right? Monica says, that's what I would love is a property with a natural spring.
Oh,
We
yes.
have,
Beautiful.
there's a lot of springs here.
There are.
The closest one that we use is about half a mile away, and just in a 600 foot area, there's 5 springs. Then you go up to the lake, and Mac and I canoed around the lake one time, or on one side, and just on the one side, I counted another 30 springs coming up in the lake. So there's lots of water coming through, and that creek stays running year round. I wish
Mhm.
there's a way I could buy a piece of property right there,
Mhm.
and that way we'd have water running year round. I could turn it into a spring house to keep vegetables cool, get rid of the refrigerator,
Right.
and then also have drinking water year round without an issue.
It's fairly far to be a refrigerator.
Not if I said if we had
If you
to buy
built
the
it,
property right
yeah.
over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But we have hopefully a fun project coming up for that lake either this summer or next summer. You'll see. And Mike says you need to get a moose the Jim James way. I'm not sure which way that is, because Jim did some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And those that don't know,
Just shoot him. That's
Rare
his way.
Railroad Mike's Alaska actually has been up to our property, not with us, but with Jim James years
Mhm.
ago, where he did a lot of work for Jim. And I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I think I spent probably about 6 hours on the
Hours.
phone with Mike.
It was
We didn't
really
even realize
interesting.
how long we'd been on the phone. We looked down and we're
Really
like, oh my, both of us
The
pretty much
day
at
is
the same
gone.
time. And it's like, yeah, we were on the phone a little while. Mike will be coming up probably in March, and we're going to sit down and do a little bit more talking about, you know, Jim James and
Mhm.
Nancy in this area in general, and,
Mhm.
you know, his experience with the train.
Right.
Because he did work for the train for a while. Clint, I saw a video of somebody in Russia riding a moose yesterday.
Riding a moose.
Yeah. So not doing it here because
No.
that's an offense that gets you locked up here.
Mhm.
Everybody's saying bye to Danielle.
Yes, bye, Danielle. She's dear.
And on to what I says, lots happening at the moment. PJ, I will try if I can steal the kids' new whiz bang phones.
Cute.
Everybody's saying bye to Danielle. I'm behind. I'm sorry, guys. Everybody's saying bye. And if you have questions, ask temperature, or I've seen Alone makes a comment about temperature, so I said temperature. If you have questions, give a thumbs up.
Room temperature.
Alone says, I've had temps as low as -35 over the past few days. Oof.
Oh, Alone.
We had -10
That's
for
our
one day,
coldest.
and then we had
Not even a whole
-5
day.
the prior day, and we're sitting back at 23.2.
And it's dark. So
Yep. And
I had no idea that this thermal inversion business
yeah,
would be such a benefit to us as
except
far
for
as
when it's
cold
except for when it
goes.
snows, but we haven't
Well,
had much
yeah.
snow this year.
No, we haven't. We've had almost no relatively snow.
No, not
And
compared to the last 2 years,
And
but it's still early.
it is early.
Yeah.
It is early.
And
But I don't mind snow.
Nope. Phyllis says we're sitting at 5 degrees at the moment. Oh, that's better than what you've been, Phyllis.
Yeah.
Adam's probably out there sweating right now.
Probably.
Yeah. 63 clock says that's cold. That's what about Alone.
Mm-hmm. That's cold Alone.
And Ed says it's 29 degrees down there at the island.
Wow.
Good to see you in here, Ed, by the way. Merry
Yes,
Christmas and
yes.
Happy New Year. Let's see if we can get to do it again. There we go.
Yay. I gotta trim something. I got hair in my face.
Wow, Alone. We are at our coldest now, 27, back up to 40 soon. Sitting here with a dusting of white. Is that temp normal for this time of year there? Her?
For
Yeah.
her, I think it's normal.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
normal for her alone.
It's not normal for us.
And Monica's telling Alone to stay warm.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Well, she's got a fire.
Yeah, she got a good wood
She's
stove.
got a good wood stove.
She needs to get a newer, more efficient wood stove, cut down her wood consumption in half, and she
Yeah.
won't have to clean the chimney all the time.
Yeah, that makes, oh, the Blaze King makes a huge
We
difference.
cleaned it once a
Once a
year,
year.
and that was burning pretty much straight spruce.
Yeah.
And I got maybe half a coffee can worth of soot out of it.
Yeah,
It was
now
not bad.
over here in the house with the cook stove is our heat.
And
It works,
It's a pig.
but it's a pig and it's a dirty pig.
Yeah, we clean it the first of every month,
Mhm.
just to be safe,
Just on the principle
especially
of
after
the
we
thing.
had that one chimney fire.
Mhm.
And I'd probably say we got about a pound of creosote out of it today. Most of it happens at the bends where it
Yeah,
comes up and then over, and then when it goes up to flue. Once I get about 3 feet above the T intersection where the clean out is, it's pretty clean.
we didn't plan the layout
The
of the
layout,
house.
yeah.
And there wasn't a straight shot from where the stove needed to be between two posts that are holding up the rest of the house and the roof and the next ceiling up. And it just was awkward.
Yep.
It works.
AK Frog says it's 24 above down there in Houston. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Houston, that's where my
That's south of here.
pottery is.
No,
No,
that's Homer.
that's Homer. Houston's not that far.
Panhandle asks, is there old logging roads to your area? No,
No,
there are no roads,
no
no
roads.
trails here. It is
Except
train
what he
only.
makes.
Just the trails that were
Well-
here and any trails that are going in now, those are the only trails up here. None of them go to town.
No, there's a big gap. There's a place just down the tracks that has trails to it. But the trails from that space to here are non-existent. And the terrain is like this.
There's too many ravines that are, 100,
Deep.
200 foot deep.
Ravines. And then from the tracks where we get off the train to here, it's only like a mile. And they're maintained by this guy.
Yep. Clint says currently 39 with 0 inches of snow here.
0 inches of snow.
Funny, Clint. Come on up, Clint. I'll show you some snow.
Come in March. It's gorgeous here in March.
Mike says, if you need help cutting trees down, I can bring my big saw up when I come up.
Do it.
The problem is, Mike, there's no more big spruce here. They're
No,
miles
all-
away.
Yeah.
I'm trying to track them down. Once I get fuel here, I'm going to be going out looking for them
Yeah.
and then punching them in on my GPS where the really big ones are that I need for milling.
Mm,
It's
yeah,
either that or I'm going
yeah.
to have to start milling birch down and watching it warp and then have to straighten it
Oh,
out after it warps.
does. That's not easy. Birch is beautiful, but it does
Right.
twist.
Clayton Ryder says, so what was Danielle's YouTube's address? Ashley,
Oh.
did you drop a link for Danielle? If you did, see if you can come up with her address again and redrop it.
Mhm.
It should be Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses is what the name of the channel is. Ashley is dropping links.
Thank you, Ashley.
AK Frog, just want to go camping and hiking from the train. There's no way to take stove fuel. Yeah, there is. You just don't tell them.
Stove fuel? Chickens?
Um,
I don't hear peeps.
if I don't want to say it too loudly, but generally, if it's not blatant, they're not going to go through your stuff to look. So if you
They're
have it in
not.
a tote, if it's just a can of fuel for a camp stove, I do not think they're going to give you a hard time
No.
about it. I've seen people bring a lot of different things up on that train that I'm not supposed to win. I mean, I smuggle chickens up on there regularly.
Yeah.
So you can get away with a little bit more than you think. You're not
Regularly
bringing,
is like
don't bring a
once a
5
year.
gallon, don't bring a 5 gallon jug. If you just bring in a Coleman lantern or a Coleman
Mhm, mhm.
container full of it, if it's in your
It's-
packaging, they should not give you a hard time about it. Like I said, they don't go through your stuff.
No, they don't go through your stuff.
Everybody's talking back and forth.
And treat them well.
And
They're good
let's see.
people.
Happy Chappy says, how did you meet? You talking about us?
Oh God.
Sarah's daughter and her boyfriend used to work for me.
Yeah.
And when Sarah's husband passed, we all kind of just stayed close and stayed friends. And it was about a year or so after his passing that Sarah and I became a little closer. And then, you know, she attacked. She feigned a flat tire. I come over and fixed the tire.
I did not feign a flat tire. It was a real flat tire.
I went over and fixed the tire for her, and she made her moves at that time. And yes, she was the aggressor.
Yes, she was.
She's bad.
Well, yeah, you like that.
Penhouse, is there a logging road that you can bring fuel up? Nope. I think I already answered that.
Nope.
You probably asked it again because I didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
But I think I just answered that one.
It's
Panhandle.
not a logging road, but it's a well-maintained trail. Not a road, a trail.
Yeah, there's no trail that goes from town to here. The closest trail is about 5 miles south of us, and after that, you've got to be on the train tracks, and you do not want to do
You
that.
don't want to do that.
Matt says, I sold the cargo trailer, but I'll try and bring at least one engine next time, Rob. Likely spring of 2025, unless the interest rates really drop next year. There you go.
Good.
There you go.
Good.
Hopefully by then I'll have a good diesel generator.
Right.
I'd like to get away from gasoline altogether, except for the machines that need it, basically the side-by-side and the four-wheelers. Generators and stuff, I intend to start experimenting with a wood gasifier to make my own fuel for that, so I don't have to worry about gasoline. That could work on a four-wheeler, but I'm not going to attempt that. I don't want to have to carry around a burning fire behind me in a four-wheeler.
And we love the side by side. We don't want anything bad.
No,
to
we don't want anything
happen
happening side by side. It's a damn good vehicle.
It really is.
Ashley is on fire all the time and really puts a smile on our faces, right?
Yes.
Ashley's a hot ticket.
Excellent.
Monica says, I hear you, Clint. I wonder if we will ever get actual winter here again, right? Hopefully not where you're at. It shouldn't get that cold unless you're in the northern part of Louisiana, which I don't think you are.
Well, when I lived in El Paso, it snowed once.
Monica says, do you guys know how to know that we have a huge dry spots in Mississippi? In the Mississippi? Really?
Really? Dry spots in the Mississippi?
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
That's a main thoroughfare.
That's going to start affecting the shipping
Oh yeah.
stuff going north on the river, because a lot of the other states rely on that.
Yeah.
Wow. Did not know that. It's something's weird going on with the weather. I know that.
Well, it changes.
This is it's crazy. You're standing in dust with the river all around you. Freaky. That's how hot it gets with no rain. Yeah, that's
Wow.
bad.
Wow.
Yeah, Alona says, I had no idea. That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah.
That's wow. That's not good.
No,
That's not good at all.
Colorado was dry for a while in spots, but that was because the ranchers were damming the water and using it illegally and immorally. And then when that was stopped, the river returned to its natural way. I wonder if that kind of thing might be happening with the Mississippi with manufacturing, perhaps.
No, that's
Or
too,
it's just the way it
that's
is.
just water flow. That's not
Just
for
water
manufacturing.
flow.
That
Mm.
river's way too wide to be an issue with
It is wide.
manufacturing plants.
Oh, that's true too.
Monica says the drought is really bad.
Mm,
Alona says a whiz bang. That is what my uncle called a buzz cut hairdo, right? Let's see here. Onto it. Oz says I was just on our property sites looking at places. A few nice
Yeah.
ones getting on the market due to high interest rates.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
And see, Peter says, wow, we just don't hear important things on the news. No. Now there's a lot of things on the news that, you don't normally hear about. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys heard about the bad earthquake in Japan today. I just caught that earlier
Yeah.
today. It was like a
You mentioned
7.5 and messed up some places, plus some tsunamis. See, Mike says we talked for nearly 7 hours. LOL. I'm looking forward to come up visit. It'd be a blast. Yeah, you won't be standing like this for 7 hours this next time, Mike.
No.
We'll sit around the coffee table.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, see. Ashley says I lost a link, Kamudge. To Kamudge guests. If watch the replay and chat available. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm usually pretty quick about finding that. Give me 1 second, guy. I can get it here real quick. Let's see.
Yes.
Bear with me. Almost there. There you go.
Yay.
Okay, let's see. Monica says, when we have time, I will try to find a spot that's still dry and take video for you guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
I'd appreciate that. That's just crazy.
It's good to know about.
All right. Robert says, do you rent out the inn? Not this house, the cabin. Yes, we'll be renting that out. And as soon as I can get a second point of egress into the trapper cabin, that one will be getting rented as well.
It was a hard decision where to rent and where to live. At some level, we loved the cabin, but I think it has more appeal, a more broad appeal to people who are really interested in Alaska. And this place, we've made it work for my chef. And it's extremely comfortable for us. And it's a style that's kind of ours.
Yeah. Yeah. And a video that's going to be coming out in the next week or so, you guys will see. It's doing
quirky.
We're doing a video of, you know, what the house looked like prior to us getting here. And then some, if I can find videos of different parts of the house as we're working on it. And that'll be a video that's coming up in the next week or so. So it'll show you a little bit of what it looked like before we got here and what I've done. And most of it was actually done the first winter here.
Yes, a lot was done then. And the thing is that the groundwork was in, the base was in, and there was just enough that some of the things were hard to change the definition of the rooms.
Yep.
And we just had to, we worked with what we had.
Yep.
And it worked.
Scott with Rambling with the Broom says, you're behind is the crazy talk, Rob, right? Let's see what Clint says here. The experts say if we all drive electric cars and stop eating meat, the world will return to normal. I don't understand that one.
No, that makes not a lick of sense.
You know, how are they going to create the electricity is what I want to know. If we can't have fossil fuels, how are they going to create electricity? Most of your power plants are done with coal or oil. I'd rather have the fossil fuels than the nuclear ones. Okay. Look at Fukushima. Fukushima ruptured how many years ago, and it's still spewing radiation into the ocean. You know, one good earthquake, and you know, a bunch of their places could be gone, and next you know, we're all going to be glowing in the dark with 3 heads.
Yeah. Or none.
Yeah.
Or 3 heads with no brains in them.
Well, that's a lot of people already. Phyllis says, Adam is in at the moment making supper because I'm slacking. No, you're busy. You're right.
You're busy.
Arcel's dropping links. And PJ saying to Monica, let her make a good short. Yes, it would. Let's see. We had down to -25 in Houston a couple of days ago. Yeah, our friends in Willow were saying it was pretty dang cold down in their area too. Monica says, I'll take my chances, Clint. LOL, right? P&J is laughing at Phyllis. And Alone says to Clint, I will take sub-zero attempts if it means I can keep burning wood, using gasoline and eating meat, right?
Yay.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. You said that bad words.
What was that?
Taco Bell. Time out. On to what Oz says. It's very humid, 32 degrees Celsius here. Today alone, want to swap homes.
Yeah, you can't get a loan out of
I know
her
she's
place.
gonna do that.
She won't leave her place.
Right.
No, she is home.
And MP says, sorry, but I'm going to sleep. You're not boring.
Aw.
It said it's middle of the night.
It is. We appreciate your
no.
even.
Good
trying
night,
to
everybody.
stay awake.
Nice meeting you all. Not a problem because it's like
Oh,
after 5,
sweetie,
so it means
yes.
it's close to 3 o'clock your time. Or no,
Oh
2 o'clock
dear.
your time, if not after
I
2 o'clock.
hope you don't have to work in the morning, dear heart.
Right. And thank you for showing up, MP. Probably not in here right now, but I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah. Mwah.
And Clint is blaming alone for the reason why the river's drying up.
Oh dear.
See, Mike says, oh, I missed the temp talk. I had negative 35 3 nights ago, and I had to stay awake all night keeping the stove going.
Oh,
It's joy of a pre-statehood house. Yeah.
wow.
The joys of a pre-statehood house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got to see your place one of these days, Mike. It sounds like it's pretty wild. Everybody's saying goodnight to MP. And I'm getting close to being caught back up, maybe.
Good job, Rob.
Monica says our humidity is 65 right now. It's actually 62 outside for the humidity level. And 23.4, we've gone up to 0.2% or 2 degrees.
79 in the house.
Yeah, it's warm in here. Anybody's saying, well, Monica to Mike. Wow, River Mike, my eyeballs would freeze, right?
Yeah.
And Mike says there's 63 clocks. I've worked in negative 65.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
No, I've never been that cold.
And Rushing Wind Ruby says
anywhere.
Last year we had 43 inches of snow. By this time, today there is nothing but green grass shooting up. Very strange weather this year, for sure. Yep. Yeah, it's been really bad.
Yeah, we don't have any grass sticking up, but
no. I think it was on Sean Alaska's live when Gary from Magnetic Witching came in, and he said it was like -2 where he's at, and it's normally a lot colder than that at this time of year.
Yeah.
Matt says, ha ha ha, Rob stood no chance. 60 clutch says to Mike, I can't imagine. You're pretty damn tough. Yeah. Anybody else out working that temperature? Yeah. Billy's laughing at us. And Happy Chavy's, aw. I'm probably still way behind. Yeah, I am. Let's see. Positive news. We have gained 2 minutes and 1 second of daylight, breaking out the shorts. Right? Yeah, shorts.
Absolutely.
I'll be having my kilt on in probably in early March, the way it's going right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there's Ace. How you doing, Ace? Good to see you in here. Let's see what Ace says. Howdy, Kamudge. Sweet story. Howdy, chatters. 30 degrees here in Arkansas. Ooh, that's nice. That's good temps. That's t-shirt weather to me.
Well, you're in a t-shirt now.
Yeah, and I usually walk outside like this.
Yes, you do.
Robert Bartman says we're coming for a month beginning of February 12th on our trip 2020. We messed up by COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Going to make up for this trip. There you go. That's right. You were saying, maybe saying something about that.
Yep.
Which you have to send me your itinerary. If you're in the area, you might want to come up for a day. I think no, that's after the first Thursday train. Get in touch with me.
Yeah.
We might better figure something out. If you guys got an extra day, you want to come up and hang out, you can.
Some of my friends have gone by on the train and we stand and wave at the stop at where we pick up the train and go to town.
Onto Ozzy says, geez, here if I ask a bloke to fix my tire, I'd be told in no uncertain terms, sister, do it for yourself. Oh, that's not good. Ashley says, Ozzy, I would, but I can't swim that far. It's a little bit of a swimming. They got a lot of big sharks over that way. And saltwater alligators. Or crocodiles. I don't know if it's alligators or crocodiles, but they get some big ass critters over there. Excuse my language. That's what Aussie weather and water really off kilter this year. Very strange here. It's the same here.
It's strange here. Very strange. Warm and not much snow.
No, we haven't had. Well, it's still early here though.
It is. I
Generally,
keep
February
remind-
seems
yeah,
to be our biggest snow months.
it does. That the first February was when I asked Rob to please stomp the snow down so I could see out the window.
Yeah, because you couldn't see out the windows.
I
of the
couldn't
cabin.
see out the window at the cabin.
Literally, the snow was higher
as
than the
high
roof.
as higher
So when
than
I'm
the
shoveling
roof,
the roof,
yeah.
I'm throwing it over
Over the roof, yeah.
what's already there,
Mhm.
and that's
Yeah.
at the lower section. It's not the second story part because that house has 2 roof systems, 3 actually. Sourdough says I've been chatting with many Midwest Minnesota, Iowa for less than an inch of snow. Sounds like all the wet weather is on the East Coast. Yeah, I agree. Uh-oh, sound's cutting out. Did we come back?
Uh-oh.
Ozzy says all good there. Alone, I bought you a Flowbee. If you're old enough, you'll remember what that is. A vacuum cutter with a nozzle. I know what a Flowbee is. You would look more amazing than you already do. That's funny. It's a hair cutting tool. You put on a vacuum and you go like this, and it cuts your hair to length. Yeah, no,
This length?
no, probably not. Yeah, Sandy. She says to Sandy, "Yes, I remember the Flowbee. It was popular when the bowl cut was in fashion." Exactly. PJ says to Sourdough, snow here in New York State. Very odd. No snow in New York State. Sorry.
No snow. Really?
Ashley says, alone bowl cut is still in fashion here in the Amish community. That's very true.
That's true. Yeah.
And Clint says the bowl cut would never go out of style.
Nor will
depends
that
where
ever
you're
be
at,
in style either.
right? And it's as bad as the mullets.
Oh my.
They can't make enough electricity. That is the plan to make us stay put, right? Yeah, I don't understand all their
It
systems.
doesn't make any.
Ashley
not
says,
a
yeah, life is funny, but facts are facts. Susan Gotch says, oh man, that's cold. Alone says, my ex-husband is a cogeneration facility manager. He used the turbine engines to turn natural gas into electricity. Exactly.
Yeah.
If we do away with all the fossil fuels and natural gases,
There won't be any electricity. I mean, it'll be there, but you just can't harness it.
wait, Matt, wait, did somebody say Taco Bell? Yeah, you're the second one to say Taco Bell now. Clint said it the first time. I was away making a happy hour drink, says Matt. No, we're not going to talk about that, Mike. He wants to talk about TV. TB, Taco Bell.
Oh, that place.
Alone says, ain't that the truth? I love the cold. 32 degrees Celsius is way too hot for my liking.
Mhm.
I think I would melt. I fully agree with
you
you,
would
Miss
melt.
Alone.
You would melt.
Ashley. Careful, folks. If I ever figure out timeouts. Clint says to Mike, easy. That can get you put in timeout. And on to it, I was just like, in timeout, Mr.
Can you
Ash.
put us in timeout?
No, he can't put us in timeout.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do these as quickly as possible. I'm actually getting close, I think. Mike says, yeah, 3 kids and 4 dogs makes a wild house for sure.
I
You should
bet.
see it all in summer when the fields are blooming with firewood.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you
beautiful.
got how much firewood you got? I'm gonna have to come down and visit you to get some fireweed for jelly.
Absolutely. And the pulp that you boil down for the jelly, I'm thinking is going to make some interesting paper.
Yep. Tony Anderson, I need moderator school.
You're doing fine.
Actually, we spoke recently in emails. Get in touch with me in the next day or so when you have time. Just shoot me a text when you're ready. We'll discuss what you wanted to discuss. Ashley, this is from Alone. Careful. This might be why JR isn't on here tonight. I put him in timeout on accident. Well,
no.
maybe on accident. And where is JR? He's probably napping.
Could be.
Poor JR, says Matt. LOL Alone from P&J. Ash says, Alone, I hope that is all it is. Might be a holiday, right?
Could
Might
be a
the
holiday.
Mike says to Clint, okay, I don't need too much. Ace saying to Alone, kind of like Frosty the Snowman, maybe a top hat could help with the temp humidity. LOL. Right? Clint says, this is the only channel I've been put in timeout so far. Well, hang on. I'm moderator for a few. Sandy says, spent the better part of the day teaching myself to make jalapeno poppers.
Ooh.
What a disaster. They buy them, don't make them. Then again, it could be me, not the rest. Actually, I've got some stuff in town I'm looking forward to getting my hands on. My friend Lynn back in Vermont, who's Hogan's cousin, sent me up a couple bottles of cowboy candy, and I'm dying to get my hands on. I know how to make it. I just never remember to buy all the stuff to make it in town. But if you don't know what cowboy candy is, it is basically very good. It's pickled. It's sweet pickled jalapenos, stuff like that. It's, oh my gosh, so good. AK Frog says, when it was cold here, a friend up in Wiseman in the Brooks range said it was up to 25 above. Wow. That's really strange. This weather pattern this year is really, really,
very
really
strange
wonky.
this year. Very strange.
And Happy Chubby says, saltwater crocodiles frozen in Australia. Yeah. I've been further behind than I think. That was a while ago. I was talking about that. Let's see. PJ says, Sandy, the trick is to stuff them, then freeze, and then dip. Then freeze, dip, then freeze, then fry. Yeah.
Oh my.
That is part of the trick. Matt
Sounds
says, we've had like 2 snowstorms that dropped just enough for me to brush off the truck in the morning. Otherwise, it's been warm and dry here in Utah this year. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, there's LaRue Douglas. Good to see you in here. Come on, click. Says, Happy New Year, everyone. Let's see if we can do it again. There we go. Lone says to Sandy, instead of breading them, try wrapping them in thin bacon and bake the yes. Oh,
everything's better.
Yes, I mean it's definitely better with bacon. Lone says to Sandy, oh no, there we go. We'd love to hang out with you. We'll be in touch. We'll have plenty of time. Cool.
Yay.
And Alona says it was on temporary with the sound glitch.
Oh, good. Good.
Everybody's creating LaRue.
Nice.
Ashley's dropping some links. Oh my. Happy Chappy says, hey, would a wind turbine be a good idea for properties? And it depends on where you're at. We do not get a lot of wind.
And when we do, it's pretty strong and short-lived.
Yeah.
It's not predictable, and it's not consistent enough to.
It depends on where you're at. Like where Ed from Mountain Mariner is, he's got the perfect spot, but he's on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
So he's always got some kind of wind up there.
Yeah.
And Palmer has a lot of wind. I think that's where Dave and Angie from Our Simple Life, I hope I'm saying the right name, where they are, and they probably would do good with a wind turbine.
Wind.
Here, if I can find a way to do a hydraulic or a hydroelectric, I will do one. If not, I will put in a hydraulic ram pump to pump water up here if need be. Let's see. And again, if I'm missing questions, give me a thumbs up and I will ask or answer them if I see them. Sandy says, oh no, Alone, my ex-husband was great gas and oil engineer. Sorry, I'm putting words in there. Look at you and me now. Haha. Love you all. Good night. Good night, Sandy.
Good night, Sandy.
And I'll be in touch with you, Sandy, if you're still in here. AK Frog says snow this year is beautiful, but now there's no place to put it anymore. We shovel an 80-foot trail to the cabin and it's running into canyon
Yeah.
already this year.
Oh gosh.
Your must be full-time job. Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually, I don't know if you're still in here, AK Froggy, this year so far it's not bad on the snow.
No.
Our first winter here,
Holy
we had
smokes.
about 20 some odd feet up here because of thermal inversion where we're warmer, we do get a lot more snow. But we are warmer, so I'll take the warmer.
Yeah,
in the snow.
warmer's nice.
Last
And
year,
the snow is beautiful. I don't mind the snow.
yeah, I think
And
last
it stays till like March.
yeah,
It stays
no,
till April.
May.
Well, yeah, you sit on.
I've
the
got
porch, there's
pictures
a-
I looked at the other day that I still had the snow machine out in May
Yeah.
on the trail.
on
you
the
know,
trail. Yeah, on the trail. It's
I wasn't
packed.
really running it much because, I don't want to overheat because it was in the 30s and 40s. But our trail was so packed that year
Yeah,
that it had like
really
6 feet
was.
of packed snow on it. So it didn't want to melt.
Yeah, and I think it was May when Zeus's
Snowbank.
snowbank that fell off the roof,
Mhm.
and he was desolate, poor dog.
AK Froggy,
Yeah.
how much snow did you get down there so far? Everybody's saying goodnight to Sandy. Sandy saying thanks to Monica. Let me see on Twitter. It says best snow in February.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Willow Festival on then too. And
Mhm.
that's a full on summer here. It sounds good to me. Yeah, I know you want to see the snow there onto it. Everybody's saying goodnight to Sandy. Happy New Year. And Mike says acres and acres of fireweed. I'll see about bringing a jar when I come up. Oh, we have fireweed jelly.
Yeah,
we
you have the jelly.
We make about 20 jars a year, but if I put some shops, some buildings where it is, which I'm trying not to do, I'm going to need to be able to get access to more jelly.
Yeah.
Or more flour
We've got-
snake jelly.
Yeah, we've got one space it's behind the machine shop and root cellar
The barn
and the barn
and the trail.
and the trail.
It's
and
not a very big spot, but
But we found it was plenty for
it's pretty
last year.
prolific.
And it grows everywhere
Yeah.
on our property. I began to kind of take it down because it was so much. It's
Susan's
taller than me.
Susan asked, we have elderberry plants up here. Not that I've seen.
Not that I've seen.
I wish. I love elderberry. Russian one says had elk steak for the first time and think is delicious. Didn't taste gamey. No, it does not.
No, elk isn't gamey.
And Alon says happy New Year, everyone. Hope it is going to be a prosperous one. Yes,
Yes,
we
we
agree,
all
Alon.
hope so. And if not, we'll do anyway.
Yep. Everybody's thanking Alon. AK Froggy says, Alon, remote Alaska. Happy New Year to you. Yes, always think prosperity. Yes. And funny enough, thing is my old tea shop was called
named
Prosperity.
That was-
Take away the Y, it was TEA. That was the name of my shop. Oh, hang on. One last joke from Sandy. What do Alaskans become in winter? Burritos. Thank you, Sandy. Way to go out with a laugh. Thank you.
That's darling.
Russian Wind says, funny, we have so many hanging out at our property because we do not hunt, but we have had a change of mind after this delicious meal. I bet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I bet they are pretty dang good. But
Mhm.
do it quietly so they don't know it's you, so they keep coming back. Different types of wind generators. Check out bot type wind generators. Send me information on that, Ashley.
Mhm. Yes, do.
Yep. PJ's telling fill the freezer.
Mhm.
Matt's back. This rum and punch I'm making is dangerous. There you go.
Rum and punch.
Ace says to Alone, Happy New Year to you and see you all. And to you all. Let's see. Monica's laughing at Sandy. And if I'm missing any
We
questions,
love laughing.
let me know. Oh, hang on. Scott says, "Oh my God, Sarah, I did like you." Uh-oh. What'd you do now, Sarah?
What did I do?
I don't know. You have to tell her again, Scott.
Oh, tell me again. Uh-oh.
Mike says there's quite a few people in the valley, Palmer, Wessel, Sutton, that have their own wind turbines.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Palmer.
don't hold up to how strong the winds.
Really?
Yeah, that's very true. We just don't get enough wind to worry about it up here much.
Which is odd at the top of, well, it's not
Well,
the
we're not
top
on
of the
top.
hill. We're in the
We
middle
still got
of the
another
hill.
300-400
Yeah.
feet to get to the top.
There are
Mike's-
two bogs above us.
Yeah, there's bogs up on the hills there.
Yep. Mhm.
Mike says, "True road, Mike. Big gusty winds there." Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Matt says, "Speaking of snow tunnels, Cooper Landing has gotten so much snow this year. So far, I'm kind of glad I'm not there. That 300-foot driveway would have been fun to clear every day, every other day,
Ooh.
right?"
No way. Well, we don't have to clear. He keeps the trails, but we
Yep.
don't have to clear a driveway.
Okay, Froggy Row, Mike. Yes, the wind off the Connect Glacier just howls through Palmer and Wasilla.
I
Yeah,
bet. Yeah.
yeah. And so we haven't been to the glaciers yet. We want to go see
No,
the
we
glaciers.
haven't. The closest we came was on, what's his pass? Where?
Hatcher's Pass?
Hatcher's
Hatcher
Pass.
Pass. And there's no S in it. Malone says, "I hear you at Mad AK. I have about 1,000 feet of drive to clear, not including the parking pad." Oof. Yeah, alone, that's too much.
Yeah.
Get a plow,
Yeah.
big snow blower. Get a skid steer with a snow blower.
Yeah.
Okay, Froggy, we now have about 4 feet still less
Wow.
than last year, but at least it didn't start in earnest until February. Right? Matt says, "Alone. Oof, that's a lot of driveway. I didn't
a lot of
actually measure the
driveway.
one at the cabin. Be right back. Gonna go to Google Maps."
Cute. Oh, dear.
Alone saying, "Love Google Earth."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sourdough says, "I'm forced to drink run and Coke tonight." Jen firmly didn't finish it. They're lost. They're lost.
Oh, dear.
Family didn't finish it. Oh, grin. See, I'm out of gin, so I don't
Gin.
have my martinis. Maybe that's why I can't read tonight.
But you're drinking orange juice and something or other.
Yeah, I know. That's not what I like, though.
Oh,
Matt says to Alone, "Looks like it's actually 500 feet from the road to the house." Nope.
whoa.
Ruby says, "Still here, but doing some editing." Not a problem, Ruby.
Yes,
If
do.
you guys have not checked out Ruby's stuff at Rushing Wind Mountain, you need to. She does some really pretty scenic videos. I'm still on a long drive to clear, Matt. Yes, definitely. Sourdough says, "Yeesh, all those typos. I better slow down on the rum." Right? Or drink up more. You might get a little better, depending on how you look at it. Matt says to Sourdough, "You are a gentleman and a scholar for taking care of that rum and Coke for them, right?
Excellent.
Didn't want to see it go to waste."
Gentlemen.
I'm just happy New Year, everyone. I hope you all have a prosperous new year. Looking forward to another year of friendship with you all. Have a good evening. Good night, Clint.
Good night,
Thank you for
Clint.
stopping in
Thank
and sharing part of
you.
your day with us.
Absolutely.
Mike says, "Thanks for saying Hatcher Pass the right way." Yes, I made the mistake of putting an S in there at Hatcher's Pass once, and I was corrected really quick. So now I remember it is Hatcher Pass.
Hatcher Pass.
Oh, I was trying to figure what the noise was. Zeus is back to scritching. Oh, wow. I think I'm actually,
Betsy's Pass.
I'm caught up. And look at that. At the time that Adam and Phyllis would normally come on, but they're not
There
coming
you
on
are.
tonight.
Well,
So
you said this was going to be short.
I know I said it was.
We
gonna be
got
short, and
carried
it's
away.
been an hour and 45 minutes.
We just got carried away.
Good night, Clayton. Good to see you in here, buddy. Oh, and now the question's coming in. Sourdough is just called creative writing. Yes.
Indeed.
And let's see what Mike says. AK Froggy is another life. I used to open my coat and stand on shopping carts and sail across parking lots like a sailboat. I've done that in Florida.
Dear.
Matt says to Rob, Rob said a short stream tonight. Rob also streamed for 130 minutes, 103 minutes. I lose track of time when I'm with you guys. You're distracting. It's a good thing.
Fun. It's fun.
You know, we always say we're not going to do long streams and stuff like that, but then we start chatting with you guys and reading your comments, and we lose track of time completely. What's worse is when I'm hanging around with people like Adam and Phyllis in town.
Oh my!
We'll all sit down and
It's
up by the
midnight.
bonfire, and we just start like this. And next thing you know, it's midnight, and Adam's over there nodding off, you know. And we
And
get
Sarah's
out
over there nodding off, but
Yeah.
laughing too.
and Phyllis and I are just sitting there laughing at him.
Where's that?
Let's see.
Should we do?
Glad to be
Squeaking?
glad I got to start my new year with you all. Well, we appreciate you
We
being here,
do.
Happy Chappy.
Yes.
It's being here with all you guys is special to us. Not just
It
because
is.
you're subscribers, but you've all become friends to us. And you know, we think about a lot of you often and wondering how you're all doing. You know, we watch a lot of the different channels in here. We watch Onto It Oz, we watch Brun, we watch Alone, P&J, Adam and Phyllis, of course. You know, anybody that's on here that we're subscribed to, we watch. We don't
We
always
do
get to
watch.
comment because we'll watch on, you know, that big idiot
The
box over there.
TV.
You know, and it doesn't allow us to comment on it. But
What's the matter?
you better go pay attention to him before
I
he bites me.
better. Oh, he won't.
But you know, you guys are becoming an important part of our life. You know, life, not live. Well, live too, but I mean, you guys, like Adam and Phil say, you guys give us meaning and a purpose and something to look forward to every Monday night. And that's part of the reason why we decided to make sure we did one tonight. And we'll continue doing them on Mondays as long as we possibly can. You know, as long as we have power and internet, we'll continue to do them. So it's a good thing, you know, and you guys you're great company. What more can I say? You're really good company. Oh, hang on, I just missed a couple things. Good night, Monica. It was good to see you. You have a great night, and we'll talk soon. And Panhandle says, is there any need for a freight forwarder to bring goods from the lower 48? My wife and I would love to do that. You probably would make a small fortune doing that. There are a lot of people up here that would love to be able to get things up here at a reasonable price. There are companies up here that try to take advantage of other people when they're having things shipped up here. I called about getting a tractor brought up from Washington State, and the prices were almost as much as some of the tractors.
Yeah.
And to me, that is BS. It shouldn't cost $20,000 to get a tractor brought here from Washington State. When I know somebody that brought 4 mini excavators up here for around, I think it was about $3,000 from another company. So if you were actually serious, you'd probably do all right up here.
Yeah.
It'd probably take you a couple runs to get known, but you could do it very easily. Monica says, good night to everyone who's heading out. Good night Onto It Ozzy from Ashley. Matt says, when I went to visit John Alaska before I left, I was going to be there for a short visit, ended up chatting for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Alaska be like that.
easy.
Yeah. And
Alaska be like that.
we call it Bush syndrome. You go into town, you haven't spoken to anybody but each other for months, and you just and you don't shut up for hours. And 63 Clock says, thanks, Rob and Sarah, Ashley, and chat. Have a good night, everyone. Look forward to
too.
seeing you the next time. We look forward to seeing you as well.
Yep.
Everybody's saying good night to Onto It Ozzy. And 63 Clocks. Robert Bartman says, good night, Sarah and Rob. We will be sending you an email with some questions. Not a problem. Send
All
away.
right. Yep. Send away.
Thanks to all the mods, says Monica. Yes, thank you. We
Yes.
appreciate all the mods in here. You know, especially, you know, that Ashley guy, you know, he hasn't been doing anything tonight. He's just been sitting there watching. Just kidding, man. AK Frog says, good night. See you on Garden Like a Viking. Yes, we'll see you there. I got to check to see when his next live is going to be. P&J says, good night, all. So good to hang out with you all again. Yes, definitely. So it looks like everybody's ready to head on out. So I'm just cruising through to see if there's any questions that pop out. It says we can do it on Lyle rates. Not sure what Lyle rates are, but get in touch with me. Check out my email in my about section and send me some information, because if it's something you guys are serious about doing, I'm sure I could probably line you up at work up here.
Probably.
I'm sure there's a lot of people, you find a load coming up and then you find a load for going back.
Yes.
And
yes.
you'll probably do all right without an issue. Mike says, as long as lifelong Alaskans, yes, you would make a ton of money hauling. Yeah, see, there you go.
Getting stuff up here is not
Yep.
that easy.
Mike says, good night to Ashley. Yep, everybody's heading out. Seashell, good to see you in here, Seashell.
Yes.
Friends of chat stopping by for a quick hello. And well wishes for a great new year. Yes, good to see you in here, Seashell. And Billy's heading out. Good night, Billy. Great to see you. Happy New Year. Let's see if we can give everybody a thumbs up. Thank you, Bob here. There we go.
Woo-hoo!
Let's see. Maybe we can do these ones here. Different gestures do different things.
That's so cute.
All right. Ashley says, thanks, everyone. Matt says, already got a Class B. So you got some business you can do too, Matt. Susan Gotcha, good night. Says, good night, Rob and Sarah. You have a great night, Susan. And as soon as I'm done here reading this last couple texts, I will say good night to everybody else. Mike says, good night to Panhandle. Good night to those I didn't say good night to. Good night, Mike. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, not just the moderators, all of you. Because without all of you, this would not be possible at all. And we'd be sitting here talking to ourselves, playing with the dog, and being bored.
Yeah, well,
this gives us something to look forward to.
It does. It's a totally different experience.
Yep. And
than our normal.
It gets us a little bit more personal with you guys.
Yeah.
To get to know you guys a little bit better. I know a few of you guys that are in the chat are planning on coming up. And that's great. We look forward to that.
That's really exciting.
To actually meet some of you guys in person and shake your hand, give you a hug, whatever, don't matter. To have you guys up here, or even if we run into you in town, it's just a great way to do it.
It is.
What does the traffic finger do? I ain't trying it, Mike. This. That's what he's talking about. So we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Now hit the confetti that time.
It did the confetti and balloons.
And we're gonna do rain clouds. So, anyways, hey, Fisherman 506. And how long have you been in here? It says good night, Rod and Sarah. Anyways, yeah, people are dropping, so I don't want to keep you guys all in here hanging. We want to say thank you again and Happy New Year to all of you. May be healthy, wealthy, prosperous, and full of wisdom. And we look forward to seeing you all again soon. You've been in here for an hour. Hey, Mom Dog, you've been quiet tonight. Could make a ton of money hauling stuff. People moving to Alaska, not just people moving to Alaska, people that need things up in Alaska.
People who need things to be brought up here.
Right. But again, we want to thank you all for being here tonight, and just any other night that you're here as well. And when you watch our videos, we greatly appreciate that as well. And answering your questions is always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I might not always see them. That's what I'm saying. Give a thumbs up, and I'll make sure I see them. Hey, Rebecca, good to see you. No, you're fine, AK Dog Mom. Mm-hmm. You can sit there and hang and listen. We don't mind. Mm-hmm. Anyways, you all have a great night and have a happy new year. And we look forward to seeing you all here in the future on here, and some of you in person, and getting to know you all more and more and more.
More and more.
And if you have any questions that I didn't get to, send me an email. Email is in the about chat in the about section of our page. Zeus wants in. And we'll make sure that we answer your questions either in an email or on here. So you all have a great night, and we'll talk to you next week and see you in the next video. You have a great night. Happy New Year. Bye. That's not want to close.